We're with head coach Tony Shaver of the William and Mary Tribe. Now, Coach, you guys have played a lot better down the stretch. Is it a fair statement to say you're playing your best basketball of the season coming into the tournament?
No question that we are, Mike, and there are reasons for it. Like a lot of teams, we've had a very difficult year with injuries. We've had a lot of guys in and out of the lineup, very little continuity until the last 3 weeks of our season, and I think that's one of the biggest reasons we're playing good basketball right now, and it's exciting to come into the tournament feeling like we're playing solid basketball.
Well, if anybody can coach their way through the 4 games in 4 days, you proved you can do that. Now, with your kids, or is it just let's focus on JMU and we'll worry about tomorrow?
You know, we do actually talk about the tournament atmosphere a little bit, and we talk about 4 or 5 things that we think are really important to be successful in tournament play. And the last one of those we quickly mentioned is that you got to take care of day one before you move on. So it's difficult to win 4 games in a row, but right now all that really matters is winning 1.
Right now you dropped 2 to James Madison during the regular season. I'm not going to ask you what you may have found on film, but what are some of the things you need to do tonight possibly differently to succeed?
Well, one of the real simple things is we've got to keep them off the foul line. I mean, they're the leading free throw shooting team in the conference. It's 75% as a team, but in both of our games with them, they shot 34 and 30 free throws. So we got to hope to get some calls, number one, but we play a huge role in that. We got to play without the foul. You know, we can't put them on the free throw line.
Now, I know you're somebody that trusts your seniors a lot. Did Pete Stein or any of your seniors, did you have them maybe talk to some of the younger players to talk about what they need to do to be successful?
We haven't really had them address the team, but I think they, in their own quiet way, have spread the word a little bit. You know, they're 2 guys that played, key roles in a nice tournament run last year, and have remained key players for us. So I'm sure that they've expressed their excitement and a little bit of the wisdom that they had to offer the young guys.
Okay, last question, we'll let you go. James Madison, they've been very injured themselves with players in and out of the lineup. Do you adjust how you approach the game any differently, or is it the way Tony Shaver coaches basketball?
No, we absolutely don't. I mean, I've heard an awful lot about JMU injuries, but we're ready to play, and you got to approach this like this is the last game of the season, and the old saying you got to survive and advance is very true, but we just have to be good. I did tell our players we don't have to be spectacular, we don't have to be special, we just have to play well as a team right now to advance.
Great, thank you very much for your time, Coach. There you go. We're with Matt Brady, first-year head coach of the JMU Dukes, getting ready to take on William and Mary in the first round of the CAA tournament. Coach, Devon Moore's going to play, but you guys have been banged up. Have you prepared any differently coming into the tournament, or is it just we're going to do what we do with the bodies we got?
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, preparing as a healthy team for us is different. I mean, that's not something we've had the luxury of doing very often. Certainly only 1 game during the month of February, I think, had we been healthy, fully healthy, and only a couple of games in January. So to be able to start our regular starting 5 and bring Juwan James and Andre Semenov off the bench, who I'm not sure just yet if Andre Semenov's 100% healthy. But we like kind of where we are. We think we're relatively healthy. We're as healthy as we're going to be for the rest of the year, so hopefully this will be good enough.
Good. Now, 2 wins against the Tribe during the regular season. Clearly you did some things right. And is it just going to be more of the same for you guys, or maybe a few tweaks for the tournament?
Well, I don't know if there's a lot of tweaking. I would say that William and Mary, I think they're improved. You know, I think each time that we play them, they've gotten better and better. And I would anticipate that they're going to be better again tonight. The thing that I think that makes them so dangerous now is they have a 3rd guy on the floor who thinks he can get 20 points in a game, and Quinn McDowell, who had 20 against us last time out 2 weeks ago. So now they have Sumner, McDowell, and Schneider who can get 20 in a game. So I think that makes them a lot more dangerous. And I think the replacing of Kitts at center has made them more athletic. And I think that's actually helped them defensively too. So I think we're seeing a team in William Mary that's playing their best basketball of the year. They had the 2 one-point losses late in the year, a 1-point win against Drexel at home. So we're going to play some of our best defense of the year tonight in order to get a win.
Now, I did the math earlier, and you guys were about, I don't know, 55 or 60 from the foul line against them. What are some of the keys for you guys to come out victorious tonight?
Well, if we could go 55 for 60, we'd lock this up, Mike. But I do think if we could, we are a good free throw shooting team as long as the right guys are shooting them. We'd like to make 85% of our free throws. If you get to the foul line against William Mary, that's great, because I really do think they really contest your first shot. You don't get a bundle of second shots. We talk about trying to punch the ball in the lane a little bit against William Mary, because they're not terribly athletic. And when you throw the ball in the lane, they do have a willingness to kind of surround the ball with everybody, so you can kick the ball back out and get some open shots. But I think there's a little bit of a danger in an arena like this, the Coliseum. Just looking at the two previous game stats, no one's really shooting the ball from three-point range. So I've cautioned my team here about let's not get three-point shooting trigger happy here. We've got to be able to score in the lane. And I think at the other end, we've got to keep them away from getting backdoor layups, dribble drive layups, especially on the baseline. Because I think this is going to be a game. Whoever gives up the fewest layups is going to win this game.
Last question, we'll let you go. Have you relied at all on Juwan James, maybe your upperclassmen, to talk to some of the freshmen about what it takes to be successful in the tournament, just to kind of leadership?
Well, you know what? Juwan James has been a terrific leader for us all year. He's been vocal. He's been outspoken. He's been everything you would hope a senior captain would be. Our freshmen, they kind of know what to expect, I think. I've actually sat each one of those guys down individually, especially Julius Wells, on the heels of winning the Rookie of the Year award. I said to Julius, that's an award I think that he deservedly earned, but now you're a marked man, and we're not trying to come out here tonight and validate that award. You just need to play to help your team win, whether that's 8 points or 18 points, rebound the ball, play great defense, but let's not go out and try and prove it all in one night that you deserve this award. I think everybody recognizes that he and Devon Moore deserve to be on the team. Now, you guys have always been about winning. Go out and help our team win.
Great. Thanks very much for your time, Coach.